I'm doing the cheesecake. We're starting with graham crackers. Yeah, the world is expensive, so Kroger brand it was. It does say 10 graham crackers, and there are only 9 in a package. So I'm thinking I'm gonna double the crust. Okay, so I am going to add that special cheesecake recipe at the end of this. And I'm just telling you right now, I did double the crust. Just from the beginning, we're doubling the crust. And this is my first time doing it with a graham cracker crust. I love a good graham cracker crust. And that's why I'm so excited. So I've done one bag in here already, as you can see. And then I'm gonna get some butter in here, a little melted. And so I need 10 tablespoons of butter. I did that pretty well. And it didn't pop open. The first one I did open up on purpose, so I got some big pieces that I gotta crush, actually. Oops. That one also has some good sized pieces in it too. So, okay, cool. You know what I am gonna do? I'm not gonna do this one. I have a couple different sizes of these. And I will end up just doing the next one up. That's also the one that I've broken several times. And this one is like almost brand new still. This is how we're doing the spring pans now is on here. So because I'm doubling the crust, I'm gonna just make a larger cheesecake. In general, I'm not doubling the filling. There's 2 layers. There's 2 layers to this cheesecake. Okay, on top. I mean, there's technically 3 layers in total if you include the crust. So let me get my fork. We'll do a fork. Fork works, right? Yeah, fork works. Anyway, I'm gonna crush these as well as I can. And then I'm gonna get, so I need cinnamon. So by the way, that's what's going on in here. So I got my good butter out. And I'm going to put it in the microwave. It's 5 tablespoons times 2, because I'm doing 2 times the crust on this recipe. I always do something different on my recipes, and I do like a good crust. So, and then I'll be doing the middle next. I do need cinnamon. How much cinnamon is it? It's a half a teaspoon cinnamon. I'm gonna do, of course, double that. So 1 teaspoon. I've got that right here. Yeah, I do have it out already. And I do not mind adding a little bit of extra seasoning, and I will add a little extra cinnamon. Actually, I'm gonna keep mixing that up and crushing it. Ooh, we did a pretty good job on there. Really do want to get this crushed. Okay, and I'm just going to mix that all together. This is the crust. Oh, I need 3 tablespoons of sugar in the crust as well. Okay. All right. I need to continue to mash this. Okay? Okay, I just want to make sure you see what I have been doing. I've been making this crumble by going in and out like that and crushing the pieces like I'm using cutlery in a way I've never friggin' used it before. But I'm crushing I've been crushing the graham crackers because I didn't, and I mixed the sugar in as well. So I did double the crust. So I did 6 tablespoons of sugar. It's 3 if you're just doing 1. Again, I will put this recipe at the very end, and I keep doing that, and I think I've done a pretty freaking good job. So now I am going to press it into here, and ooh, I did do double the crust, so. I might need to just keep some behind, that I might do some on the top. I might do like a crumble a little bit on the top at the end, so. And I want it like plentiful amounts of it as well. So I am a sucker for a graham cracker crust. Whoopsie. I was trying to move it more over here because I had some of those there, but I need to. I can add a little bit more in some places that might need it. So just remember to take your time when you're doing your crust. You know, it's not crazy, and I'll show it's not too hard. So that's what that looks like, and what I was showing you was that I was just kind of evening out my crust. So I got it pretty even, but ooh-wee. Okay, and so I do have a little bit reserved left over. I did double the crust, remember that? I wanted to do that, and I think I'm gonna do some crumbles on the top too once I'm done, which I'm excited about. Hey, next step is the filling, okay? I do have my oven at 350, but the next step is the 3 eggs, the 24 ounces of cream cheese, the 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, okay? This is the second layer, and by the way, it's 3 of these for the 24 ounces. I kind of wish that I had put 3 on there. Maybe I will when I do this. Run out. 1. Okay. 3 things of cream cheese goes in the microwave to soften for a little bit. Do yours in like 30-second intervals, and that'll be good so that you can soften it but not like get it too bad. Then eggs, sugar, and vanilla extract. Hey, so 3/4 of a cup of sugar. I got 1/2 cup there, and then there's a measure inside the cup as well, which is really handy for these. There we go. So that was 3/4 because I did do 1/2 of it. There's a measure on the inside. I do love those cups. And I'm gonna then get her. I don't have a tendency to measure vanilla. I just do a good amount. And I'm doing like a Mexican vanilla. So it's just gonna be beautiful in this. Now I have the eggs on the side here. My cream cheese is pretty hot, and I didn't want to cook the eggs. Okay, it's not as warm as I thought it was gonna be after I mixed it. I knew parts of it were warm, But, okay. There's the egg, it's gonna go in there. I am going to grab, I might end up grabbing a whisk here. Because there are chunks of the cream cheese that need to be mixed correctly. And I did use this cinnamon in the crusty crust, which is right here. I'm gonna need a whisk. I think I did. Yeah. Okay. All right, so you can see the chunks. I'm gonna bring you over so that you can see it properly, okay? Okay, so now you can see what I'm dealing with. Now you could, of course, get a mixer if you wanted, but I prefer this way. Oh, it's beautiful. Very good. And it's gonna go on top of my crust over here and then into my oven. Okay, guys, I will there will be a third layer to this cheesecake, please remember that. And let me put the rest of it in here also. Oh, I got some of the graham crackers that are floating at the top. That's kind of funny. I can fish those out. I crushed it as well as I could. That's okay. I'm gonna end up sprinkling some of that topping on the top of it anyway. I was already planning on doing that, so I'm kind of excited about that. It's kind of fun. Okay, I'm putting it in the oven. So 350 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, for 1 hour. 1 hour, okay? And while I'm waiting, I am also going to do the third layer as well. So while we're just chilling here for a moment, I will be doing that. Hi. Okay, so the third layer is a sour cream layer. And by the way, I do need to do this before I totally forget. This is the cheesecake timer. Okay, I've got 2 timers going. There's another timer going for my bread. And I'm doing a couple things at once. And, because I have the oven on. So here we're gonna start with the base of this, which is sour cream. It's gonna be 16 ounces of sour cream is what I need for this. And I'm going to use this, give me a moment. I forgot you're not on live. Okay, so I added the 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. I actually added a little extra because I just do that with this. And I added a little extra of the sour cream as well. It's 16 ounces of sour cream or 2 cups of sour cream, but I did add just a little bit extra because, you know, it's sour cream. And then I did add the vanilla, so it's 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So that's what I got going on here. I'll show it to you. I'll mix it with you, okay? So this is what's in here. I've been using the same bowl. I've just been kind of like rinsing it out and cleaning it out, washing it every time. And this is sour cream, sugar, and vanilla extract. And then this goes on top. And the cheesecake and with the is in the oven right now. So I'm just gonna put this into the fridge while it's doing it. And this is the last layer, so I'm gonna bring that out when it's ready, and this is gonna go on top of that. Okay, so woo, oh, it's so good. I love the little bit of extra sugar. You can taste it if you want. Remember, it's sour cream, so it's not like if you're averse to eggs or anything, you're just sweetening and vanillaing sour cream. It's very tasty. And trust me, it goes in the oven and it hardens up a little bit. It like becomes its own layer. So, but it goes in for about 15 minutes. And then it goes in the fridge overnight, okay? So I just took my cheesecake out of the oven. I'm doing my final layer here of cheesecake on this. And I am, because, you know, I am at war with the spring pans. I am 1000% at war with the spring pans, by the way. And it is a little toasty on top. I was kind of excited that it was, by the way. And this is going on top. Where's the thing? Ooh. So I'm gonna do something, by the way, that might make some of you guys crazy, but I still have some of the bottom. And I might end up just saving that for something else, actually. Anyway. I'm gonna put the final topping on here, okay? And then it goes back in the oven for about 15 more minutes. Still at the 350, okay? So this is that whipped cream, I'm sorry, not whipped cream, sour cream mixture that we made together, that I made with you. Spread that over. Right? By the way, I do have more in here. And I will get it all out. Because I made it, so I might as well. Yeah, I do this with like everything, by the way. I did this with my bread too, except the bread came out a little bit different. That's so tasty. All right, so all right. Remember, it's just sugar and sour cream. It's really tasty. Okay. Now it's gonna go back in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, I did decide to sprinkle this, which is the crumbled little bit of topping I had, or a little bit of the crust that I had left on the top, because this is gonna go in for about, sorry, it's gonna go in for about, okay, it's gonna go in for like 15, 20 more minutes. Okay, I'm gonna show you the top. Okay, I'm taking it out of the oven. Ready? Okay. Ooh. Ooh. So, ooh. That's beautiful. So what's gonna happen now is I just turned off the oven, first of all, and I am put this here. I did put this here, so looks beautiful. I will show you. Okay, so this is it. It's finished. Okay, well, almost finished. So now this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cheesecake stays out at room temperature for about 15 minutes and then goes into my fridge, okay, for about, they say overnight, she says overnight, but it's like 6 to 8 hours, I would say. Yeah, so in your fridge for about 6 to 8 hours, okay? And that's the cheesecake, but I'm gonna show you the rest too, okay? So put it in here overnight, and I'll have a piece with you guys tomorrow.